Hello, welcome to my new channel. This channel will be looking at top 8s in football, but it will only be about the Dutch top flight, the Eredivisie. This channel is obviously inspired by HITC 7s. A big thanks to them for letting me get on with this idea. Without further ado, let's get into the video. For the first video on this channel, we'll be looking at the last 8 teams to have won the Eredivisie. Right now, the 63rd Eredivisie is ongoing, and luckily for the purpose of this channel, there have been exactly 8 different teams to have won the Eredivisie. Number 8, PSV in the 2017-18 season. PSV are currently the dominant team in Dutch football, most notably in the Eredivisie, winning it 3 times in the last 4 years. PSV were first place for most of the season, and Ajax, who finished second in the last 4 seasons, could not stop them from winning it. It was an overall good season for PSV, apart from that 5-0 loss to Willem II. PSV are also dominating this season, although this time they are facing more pressure from Ajax. This was the breakthrough season for many players at PSV, most notably for Hirving Lozano. Remember the name, I'd say. Number 7, Feyenoord in the 2016-17 season. This was the first time they won the Eredivisie since 1999. This Feyenoord was coached by the legendary Gio van Bronckhorst, and among the stars were Nicolai Jurgensen and Dirk Kuyt, who scored a hat-trick on the last day of the season. Feyenoord maintained first place for the entirety of the season, which was only ever done once before, by Ajax in the 1997-1998 season. This was quite an inconsistent season by Feyenoord, dropping many points to small teams. Thankfully for them, Ajax did the same, becoming second by only 1 point to first place. Number 6, Ajax in the 2013-14 season. This was the 4th title in a row for Ajax, and their 25th Eredivisie win, holding the record. They did lose 5-1 to PEC Zwolle in the cup final, which leaves a bitter taste to the season. Ajax have not won a trophy ever since. Number 5, FC Twente in the 2009-10 season. These were the glory days for FC Twente and their first time ever winning the Eredivisie. This was a prolific season for many players, including Brian Ruiz, who scored 24 times. But due to players leaving and financial issues, FC Twente have never been the same. They were relegated last season and are fighting for promotion this season, standing first in the 2nd tier of Dutch football. Number 4, AZ Alkmaar in the 2008-9 season. This was their 2nd Eredivisie title ever, the first one coming in 1981. They won by a mightily impressive 11 points from 2nd place. Among the stars were Mounir El Hamdaoui and Moussa Dembele. Number 3, WDS in the 1963-64 season. This one dates back to more than 50 years ago. They are from Amsterdam, and they were promoted in the season before. In the following seasons, they were quite active in Europe and even managed to reach the quarterfinals of the Europa Cup 1 in the 1966-67 season. Well-known players from this club include Frank Rijkaard and Ruud Gullit, who came through their youth system. They now play in a league so low that I had to learn how the Dutch system works, and I still don't know how low they play. Number 2, Sparta Rotterdam in the 1958-59 season. This was an interesting season, also known as the season with the most goals scored. In the Europa Cup in the following season, they got the furthest a Dutch team ever got until that point, losing to Rangers in the quarterfinals. From that point on, the club went downhill, slowly but surely. They were relegated for the first time in their history in 2001, followed by 2 more promotions and a relegation the following seasons. They are now back in the 2nd tier of Dutch football, having been relegated last season. Number 1, DOS in the 1957-58 season. They were from Utrecht, and they no longer exist since 2004. They were disbanded, but fused with another club in 2007. The club is now known as DHSC. Well-known players from this club were Hans Kraaij and Wesley Sneijder. Thank you for watching my first video, and feel free to leave any video suggestions in the comments.